Hi everyone, today we learn about books, buildings and paintings. So let's start. Indian civilization is the oldest civilization in the world. First civilization which came to be known as was the Harappan civilization. We all know it has worked on literature, art and architecture. You see how well the architecture was in Harappa, how well was the city planned, and as well as we do not get any literature evidences in Harappa, but we do get in the Vedic age. That was also a great deal. Okay, so it is not easy to find such literature in any other language as to match with the Vedas, Upanishads in the Vedic period. These were written. Okay, so these are all the very these are unparalleled literatures. Okay, so like the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, the Mahabharatas, the Ramayanas, and the Bhagavad Gita. Further, there were the Jatakas, the Tripitakas, with the Divamsa and the Mahavamsa of the Buddha, Sanghas texts of the Jains, and Sangam literature of the Tamils. So, in addition to all these Vedas, Puranas, etc., there were Jatakas, okay, Buddhism literature, okay, Tripitakas, and the Angas, okay, and then Sangam literature that was developing in the south, okay. Now we read about everything, so let's start. So the Puranas were written in the first century BC. So the first century BC, the Puranas were written. So the Puranas were 18 in number and had 5 divisions. So there are 18 Puranas and had 5 divisions each. The fifth division is historically important as it contains the traditions about the dynasties of rulers of ancient India. So the fifth division is very important as it contains the traditions that were followed by the rulers of the ancient India. The important Puranas are Vayu, Vishnu and Matsya Purana. These three are the most important. They give us valuable information about the history of India. Now epics. Epics are Ramayana and Mahabharata. Okay, they give us a social, political and religious picture of the war of the epic age. Okay, so in this epic age, what people used to do, what religious, what political, what social customs they followed, this was given. Mahabharata talks about the war between Kauravas and Pandavas. It was written by Sage Vyas. Okay, the Bhagavad Gita is an important source of knowledge. Now, the Bhagavad Gita, an important source of knowledge, is included in the Mahabharata. What Krishna tells to Arjuna, that's written in the Bhagavad Gita. Ramayana was written by Valmiki about Rama who had fought against the Ravana to get his wife back. Okay, you know. So the Buddhist and the Jain texts, the Tripitakas and the Jatakas of the Buddhism as well as the Angas of Jainism give us a vital information. They have been reconstructing the history of ancient India. These Buddhist and the Jain texts, they talk about people. What kind of life did people lead? Okay, Sanskrit works. Good quality of Sanskrit literature was produced in the 2nd century AD to the 5th century AD under the Gupta rulers. Nice Sanskrit poets and everyone came during this period of time. Kalidasa, the great poet and dramatist, enriched the Sanskrit literature. His plays of Vigyan Sakuntalam and Vikramavarshi are the gems of Sanskrit literature. Okay? So some of the major authors were Vishakadatta, who wrote Mudra Rakshasa, Amar Singh, who wrote Amar Kosa, and Sudraka, who wrote Mrichakatikam. Panchatantra was also written during this period. Okay, these are all Sanskrit works. Tamil. Tamil works. Tamil is the oldest language among the spoken literary languages of South India. The earliest trace of Tamil language is found in the Sangam literature. The famous Tamil epic Sleepapadikaram was composed by Lango about 1800 years ago. Okay? Another Tamil epic, the Mani Melakali, was written by Satnar about 1400 years ago. Art and architecture, ancient India has achieved wonder heights of art. In the field of architecture, the Great Bath and the Sanjay Sofa; in the field of sculpture, Ashokan pillars; in the field of metallurgy, The iron pillar at Mehroli are some of the great examples. Okay, so the buildings built thousands years ago were made of brick and stone. Their durable their durability is a proof that they still stand strong. Okay, so painting and science. Paintings of this area are found in Ajanta and Ellora caves. They were made of colors which were derived from plants and animals. No synthetic colors during that period of time. In science, Aryabhatta talked about days and nights much before Copernicus. Eclipses and used the circumference of circle, which is as accurate as the formula used in modern times. Okay, so before Copernicus discovered all this, sun revolves around the earth. Aryabhatta wrote that in Surya Siddhanta. Okay, so India was much more ahead of the Europeans. Please remember that. This is the last chapter.